Viole. Viole, viole, viole. Al menos sí se usa.
This is where I get my cilantro for my tacos.
Almost 30% of the food that we have in the city is coming from these places. Maybe the cilantro in your tacos, guys.
El pasillo de humo, la Leslie. Okay, before we go any further.
So welcome back to the Jewish Goodbye of Tacos.
Let's talk some tacos.
Stick with us.
I am obsessed with tacos. I love everything about them. I love the history of them, the simplicity of them, the crazy range of tacos that you can find nowadays in all parts of the world. If there is an authentic taco, I grew up with it. Let me show you what I mean. Making an authentic taco, a couple of key ingredients. You've got your protein, and more authentic would be like a Hebrew National hot dog, pico de gallo, which really is just cut up tomatoes. And then your cheese. I'm gonna go with a nice cottage, small curd. And then, of course, the most authentic kind of taco shell experience. As everybody knows, it's kind of a crunchy, envelope-looking taco like this. Growing up, I didn't even know that you're supposed to cook these. Other than that, extremely authentic tacos that I grew up with, but you've got to cook the tortilla. And I grew up in a house where I didn't know that, so it really tasted like styrofoam, and I still like tacos. My protein at the bottom, so just get a couple hot dogs in there. Start to put on your cheese. I like to put a good amount. I like also big curd if you're gonna go with a cottage. There are other cheeses out there, of course. There's Italian or ricotta, all sorts of cheeses, but just get a good curd on whatever cheese you choose. And then of course the pico, which is really just tomatoes. I mean, it looks pretty too, doesn't it? A truly authentic taco that I grew up with. Hebrew National hot dog, a nice cottage cheese, and a pico tomato. Just like Mom used to make. All right, despite being raised in a kosher household, that taco was not kosher, by the way. You can't mix meat and dairy, everybody knows that.
Unkosher.
It's like the second rule of kosher. First rule of kosher is you do not talk about kosher.
Not talk about
Kosher.
There are loopholes, of course. Okay, so let me give you an example. So this right here, classic no-no, all right? Meat and cheese, ooh, and they touched. All right, this is an absolute no-no here. Textbook not kosher. Now, through the magic of the paper plate, we are now kosher, everybody. The paper plate has done it again. You have to love a good loophole. Despite being raised in a kosher household, I do know what an authentic taco is.
My name is Pastor Suadero. This makes you want to go home and masturbate.
I love searching for that hole in the wall that no one's ever heard of.
Pickled cucumber, shallot, sesame seed, cauliflower tortilla.
Cochinita pibil and bacalar.
It's 2 a.m. You got a little soccer on. Comida casera, homemade food. But if you want to talk about taco show, welcome to the Central.
I've always wanted to learn the ingredients and the fresh things that actually go into these tacos because they typically are simple, a few ingredients and the best ingredients. You know, with a little bit of culinary experience that I have in a former life, I am learning more and more how to cook these things.
You don't have to put a lot, just to glaze it here a little bit. Voila.
And voila. Yeah, this is saying I'm